This is a pilgrimage to measure the common land with life. No donation. Only 1 million questions are printed in time. The road signs of the median. I am a reindeer. Light chasers in Taiwan, Alaska. My parents are the most silent notes in an epic poem written by ice and snow. From the moment I opened my eyes, they trampled across the snowmelt wetlands to crush the edges of the ice with the first clear bitterness and the grass clippings raised by the whip. The 1,600-kilometer walk became an instinct in the bloodline. Step on it for 3 weeks, my hooves have slammed on the gown. They say I'm faster than those two-legged Olympians. But this speed is always a bit reckless. Layoff moms all wear similar gray velvet. I often plunge into unfamiliar warmth. When being pushed out by a kiss, it always bumps into another, more familiar breath. Mom's tight brown fur brushed my ears, soft as snow over permafrost. Her taste is a salty tide. The saltiness of sweat is the only constant coordinate on this land that is always in motion. A migrating deer herd is a river that breathes, swallowing thousands of tons of tundra plants every day. We chase the tail of the snow to the west. Where does the snow melt? Where is life green? But this year's meltwater has been particularly fierce. The snow-capped mountains seem to have broken their throats. Billions of raw water rushed down. Cut a silver pillar in front of us. The grassland on the other side shines green, but the river water rolls ding-cha and roars more terrifying than wolves. Mom's premise has been trodden and trodden on the shore. The hairs between the wells form a small clump. I pressed against his flank. I could feel the tension in his muscles. Suddenly, the herd of deer behind me squeezed over and my feet slipped, instantly swept into the cold water. The cold moment gripped me tightly. I only understand when water comes into my nose. Fear can sink. In a trance, the vibration of my mother's neck and shoulders came through the water. It wasn't normal. Deer, hang is a call to break the throat. When I finally struggled to climb the shallows, when I looked up from the cold, the gray deer herd has shrunk to a tiny dot in the sky. There is no smell of mother in the wind, only the colors of mercury and weeds. The sun pulls the shadow. The cold of the permafrost begins to drill into the bones. I was dragging my leaded legs. Beads of blood from hooves drip on the grass. I want to leave a reply to the earth, just when the line of sight starts to bloom. A wisp of warmth in the wind. It was Mom, the vibration rolling from behind the hill. It made my ears burn. The moment I jumped, his tongue swept the ice off my back, powerful as if to insert me into his life. The deer herd is waiting ahead. Mom took me back to the team. His pace is more steady than before. I know that across this river, the grass will be greener. When winter comes, my hooves will form back cocoons. Can crush ice shells. Kankxi is never a repetitive path. Is to make every step a bridge. One end is connected to the rut that my mother once stepped on. One end leads in the direction I want to point to future generations. The ground is still being